Saul Hudson, also known as Slash, is a British-American musician, songwriter, and record producer from Stoke-on-Trent, England. He's best known as the lead guitarist of the band Guns N' Roses, where he achieved worldwide success in the late 80s and 90s. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. He was born on July 23, 1965, in England. Around the age of 5, he moved to Los Angeles, California. He started playing guitar sometime around 1979. Slash joined his first band, Titus Sloan, in 1981. In 1983, he formed the band Road Crew, named after the Motorhead song, with his childhood friend Steven Adler playing drums. He placed an advertisement in a newspaper looking for a bassist and received a response from Duff McKagan. They auditioned a number of singers, including one-time Black Flag vocalist Ron Reyes, and worked on material that included the main riff of what became the Guns N' Roses song, Rocket Queen. Slash disbanded the group the following year due to them not being able to find a singer, as well as Adler's lack of work ethic. He, along with Adler, then joined a local band known as Hollywood Rose, which featured singer Axl Rose and guitarist Izzy Stradlin. Following his time with Hollywood Rose, Slash played in a band called Black Sheep and unsuccessfully auditioned for Poison, a glam metal band that he later openly derided. In June 1985, Slash was asked by Axl Rose and Izzy Stradlin to join their new band Guns N' Roses, along with Duff McKagan and Steven Adler, replacing founding members Tracy Guns, Ole Bike, and Rob Gardner. They played Los Angeles area nightclubs, such as the Whiskey, the Roxy, and the Troubadour, and started opening for larger acts throughout 1985 and 1986. Before one of their shows in 1985, Slash shoplifted a black felt top hat and a Native American-style silver concho belt from 2 stores on Melrose Avenue in Los Angeles. He then combined the hat with parts of the belt to create a piece of custom headwear for the show. He said he felt really cool wearing the hat, and it became his trademark. It was during 85 and 86 that the band wrote most of its classic material, including Welcome to the Jungle, Sweet Child of Mine, and Paradise City. As a result of their rowdy and rebellious behavior, Guns N' Roses quickly received the moniker Most Dangerous Band in the World, causing Slash to remark, "For some strange reason, Guns N' Roses is like the catalyst for controversy, even before we had any kind of record deal." The band signed with Geffen Records in March 1986, and in July 1987, they released their debut album, Appetite for Destruction, which as of September 2008 had sold over 28 million copies worldwide, 18 million of which were sold in the US, making it the best-selling debut album of all time. In the summer of 1988, the band achieved its only #1 hit with Sweet Child of Mine, a song spearheaded by Slash's guitar riff and solo. In November of that year, they released GNR Lies, which sold over 5 million copies in the US alone, despite containing only 8 tracks, and 4 of which were included on the previously released Live. As their success grew, so did interpersonal tensions within the band. In 1989, during a show as opening act for the Rolling Stones, Axl Rose threatened to leave the band if certain members didn't end their drug use. In the following year, Steven Adler was fired from the band and was replaced by Matt Sorum from The Cult. In May 1991, the band embarked on the 2.5-year-long Use Your Illusion tour. The following September, they released the long-awaited albums Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, which debuted at number 2 and number 1 respectively on the US charts. Izzy Stradlin abruptly left the band in November, and he was replaced by Gilby Clarke. Slash finished Use Your Illusion tour with Guns N' Roses on July 17, 1993. In November of that year, the band released The Spaghetti Incident, a cover album of mostly punk songs. With the band's failure to collaborate, resulting in no album being recorded, Slash announced in October '96 that he was no longer a part of Guns N' Roses. Slash stated at the time, "Axl and I have not been capable of seeing eye to eye for some time. We tried to collaborate, but at this point, I'm no longer in the band." From 1994 to the early 2000s, he created several bands, including Slash's Snake Pit and Slash's Blues Ball. In 2002, Slash reunited with Duff McKagan and Matt Sorum for a tribute concert for Randy Castillo, drummer for Ozzy Osbourne and Motley Crue. Realizing that they still had chemistry of their days in Guns N' Roses, they decided to form a new band together. Former Guns N' Roses guitarist Izzy Stradlin was initially involved, but left after the others decided to find a lead singer. Dave Kushner, who had previously played with McKagan, then joined the band on rhythm guitar. For many months, the four searched for a lead singer. Eventually, former Stone Temple Pilots vocalist Scott Weiland joined the band. In 2003, Velvet Revolver played several concerts during the summer and released their first single, Set Me Free. In June 2004, they released their debut album, Contraband, which debuted at number 1 on the US charts and sold 2 million copies, reestablishing Slash as a mainstream performer. A 1.5-year-long tour followed in support of the album. In 2005, the band was nominated for 3 Grammys for their single, Slither, which won their first and only Grammy. In July 2007, Velvet Revolver released their second album, Libertad, and embarked on a second tour. During a show in March 2008, Weiland announced to the audience that it would be the band's final tour. He was fired from the band in April 2008, and Slash insisted chemical issues led to the split. The following month, Weiland rejoined Stone Temple Pilots. In 2008, Slash released his self-titled solo album, followed by Apocalyptic Love, his second solo album from 2012. He's toured with multiple bands since then, and briefly reunited with Guns N' Roses. He's known for his many Gibson Les Paul guitars, and even has his own signature Gibson guitar. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button, and be sure to check the description for some cool links.